Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Okay, can you see me now?
Yes, I can see you. Can you see me
Happy
clearly? Can you hear me?
everything is fine. You look amazing. Yabona
Thanks.
already for Women's Day.
I know. I had to prepare.
I think it
Thank you.
looks amazing. Happy Women's Day.
Thank you. To you too. Happy Women's Day.
Thank you. So today we're obviously celebrating women, and we decided that, you know what? At Superbalist, we've got so many partners. We call you guys partners because,
Yeah.
we not only supply our products for us, but you obviously, important business partners for us. And so, we were like, maybe let's chat to one of them. And
Yeah.
of course, you're here, with us today. So what does Women's Day mean to you?
Um. Sure. I think it obviously means it's a time, a day where we celebrate the incredible women that have stood at the forefront to be the voice for so many voiceless women. It's also a reminder of the fact that ultimately we should never forget that women are the backbone of society, and I think also it's just again to remind us how brilliant, how incredible we are, how capable we are, what change makers we are, and also to remind us that we do have a voice. Times have changed, and more and more women are rising and becoming better and brilliant, and our voices are being heard, and we should do more of that. So I think Women's Day to me is just a reminder of all of those elements.
Absolutely. And I mean, you just spoke about, the fact that it's so important for us to rise up. I mean, do you think, why you're obviously an entrepreneur, we see you doing stuff. Why is it so important for us to start seeing more women not only becoming entrepreneurs, but also in leadership positions?
I think it's crucial to see more women in leadership positions and, becoming entrepreneurs. Obviously, it's incredibly crucial for the economy of our country. If you look at the stats, over 40% of households are headed by females, and there's a saying that when you feed or help a woman, you're probably helping five other people that you don't know of, because women are usually known to be caretakers. So it's crucial for us to be entrepreneurs so that we can help more build the economy, and it's our time. And I think obviously the more leadership positions we're in, the more we can get to a point, I don't know when it'll happen, but eventually where we can find ourselves having trumped patriarchy and misogyny, and taking our voices back and taking our power back, and probably inspiring more and more women to be better and to, I don't know, change the narrative. So yeah, it is important, and it is time. It's long overdue for us to be in more leadership positions. We are brilliant. I mean, we're women, you know.
We are. And I think, what kind of role then have, women played in your life?
Geez, women have played the ultimate role in my life. I am
Mm,
because of the women that raised me, my grandmother, my aunt, my mother. Those are the people that created the person that I am right now. I definitely could not be without the women that raised me, the women that inspire me, the women I've looked up to, since I was young, the women who have inspired me to be who I am. Yeah, I think most of society, if not all of it, is nothing without women, and that includes me. So yeah.
mm. I think a lot of people can relate to that, especially in South Africa, and I think everywhere in the
Mhm.
world. I think earlier we touched on obviously entrepreneurship, and of course we know Jorge, you are an entrepreneur, and one of your partners in your entrepreneurial journey is Halo Heritage. Can you tell us about that partnership and how it started?
So yeah, Halo Heritage, a brilliant company that is all about creating luxurious products for women, and specifically Black women. They're very firm about that. And for me, everything that they stand for, their values, and them wanting to create everything that empowers Black women is what I stand for. So when they approached me and they wanted to do the collaboration, it made complete sense because our values are pretty much exactly the same. And also, I'd been wanting to create fragrances and hair products for such a long time, but I didn't know the opportunity would come about when it did. I thought I would probably do it when I'm like 40, when I'm chilling and I'm, ready to give my all into it. But when the opportunity came about, I was more than happy. I was thrilled to work with Halo Heritage. And I think they also understand my vision. So it was so easy to work with them.
Do people chill at 40, Bato?
Wait, I guess, you know, you never know. You never know. That's why it's, you know, when people ask that thing of, where do you see yourself in 10 years? It's like, bro, I don't even know what's happening in the next 3 months. Chill. So I guess what would be happening at 40, I just assumed.
No, I get you. But, you know, and why hair care or fragrances? Because I think you could have developed anything. Well, you are developing a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously with your partnership with Halo Heritage, why choose that?
So initially it was their idea, and that's how they wanted to kind of start the company. And they felt like I would be the right person to collaborate with. And like I said, the timing was perfect, because for me, this journey, I assumed would have started much later in my life. But when the opportunity came, I was like, I jumped on it. Fragrance, the idea was to create a fragrance that is all about kind of celebrating multifaceted women, and, you know, giving them that energy booster and that confidence booster as well. So I think I'm a lover of fragrance. So I wanted to create something that reminds me of me and inspires me, and hopefully inspire other women. And then when it comes to hair care, I think it's, you know, I know it's a market that's growing right now, especially for type 3 and type 4 C hair. But I also felt like myself and Halo Heritage could add something that we felt like we weren't seeing, like luxurious looking products that are brilliant and beautiful. You know, they're, what's the word? Sorry, my voice is like, what's the word? Eco-friendly. Oh,
Yes.
Eco-friendly, creating clean beauty, and it all being for Black women, specifically for my type of hair, you know. So we felt like there was a gap where we could create something that we hadn't seen yet. Yes, I know there's a lot of products that are out there right now that are all for, you know, type 4C hair, but I think we added a little bit of an extra beauty and luxuriousness to it that I feel like a lot of products don't do. You know, they give you the product, but it's not packaged as well, you know, and it's not given with love to a certain extent. So I felt like, yeah, we could create something that we hadn't found yet. So it made sense.
Amazing. And, you know, speaking of the fact that, you know, luxurious, I think that's one of the things that's always stood out for me. When I look at your packaging, I think it's absolutely stunning. You can tell the fact that, you know, you took your time and you really thought about each and every little thing that, you know, you put on there. Were all the like branding elements developed here in South Africa?
Yeah, everything is proudly and locally made, which is one of the things that we're most proud of. So every single thing, from the packaging to the production to the manufacturing, is all done in South Africa. So it is a thoroughly, proudly South African product.
And everything, so including the product itself as well?
100%, yes.
Amazing. And so in terms of, you know, just, you know, you speak about the packaging, the product itself, but how important is you? Because if that's the case, then it means that you also got the opportunity to support other entrepreneurs, right? With you being an entrepreneur, how important is it for you to support other local people and local businesses?
Yeah, I think it's crucial, especially now with how hard hit the economy is with the pandemic, and obviously with the unrests that just took place. It is we don't even have a choice, I feel like, but to create more employment and more opportunities. So it is important for us to support local entrepreneurs, because then it boosts the economy, and it helps with job creation, and we need that more than ever. We've seen the stats, it's devastating. So I think, you know, it's crucial, and it's almost something that it should be a part of our mandate, especially as entrepreneurs, to support more, so that, you know, we boost the economy. We need it.
I agree. And I think the other thing that stood out for me when it comes to your brand were also like your naming conventions, right? And I just need you to tell us about that, because I think it just stuck out, right? And Gibele no Tumol, you know, I'm gonna turn a bit, but you know, I think Pink Sapphire, you know, Empress Smoothing Gel, Regal Glam, and some of the things that, you know, words that you often use is own your throne. Like, why those particular, you know, those names, and why specifically those?
So with Boity Pink Sapphire, the perfume, the fragrance, how the Pink Sapphire came about, I think one of the the people who work at Halo Heritage, one of the first people I met when we created the collaboration, she hugged me and she was like, "You've got such a pink aura." And for me, that stood out because I was like, no one has ever said that before, but it's such a beautiful compliment. And it was always in the back of my head that I should use pink somehow, because no one had ever described me in that way. You've got a pink aura, which is kind of endearing, warm, loving, bright. So I felt like the pink needed to be used, because obviously the perfume in itself is all about, me. It should be what I stand for. So that's where the pink comes in. And then the sapphire, it's one of my favorite gemstones. And also, I love what the qualities that sapphire normally stands for, which is loyalty, love, credibility, etc. So those were the elements that I also thought were fantastic. Also, it's one of my favorite colors. It looks beautiful. It looks luxurious. So yeah, that's how pink sapphire came together. And that's how the packaging came about with the perfume. But with regards to the hair care, yes, like you said, with Own Your Throne and the fact that we're trying to take care of the crown, I felt like we wanted to use those kind of words that speak to the royalty. And it's like a play of words in royalty, so our crowns are, they're royal, and I wanted to play on that. So that's how the naming process came about with the hair care.
No, and I love it. I think also, like, as a woman, when you look at them, you look at the names, I don't know, it's just got that bit of inspiration.
Yeah.
It's a quick and reminds you, before you just put it on, you just remember who you are. And I think it's something that not just with your products, but with your daily life and the things that you do. So that's one thing that sticks out. Why is it so important for you to constantly remind women, that we're queens, that we're amazing?
It's my duty. I feel it's so important we don't get enough of it. I know that there's a lot of campaigns, and there's, people are speaking out all the time about wanting to remind women about their power and how brilliant they are, and you can't get enough of it. It can't be said enough. So for me, I feel like it's so crucial to kind of always be at the forefront of reminding women about their power. And I think the more women believe it, the better they do, and the better they change the narrative within society, and the more we are able to take back our power. But we need that constant daily reminder of that power. So I feel like for me, even when I'm reminding another woman, I'm also ultimately reminding myself as well. So yeah, it's like a give and give.
Absolutely. I think it's great. And I mean, we've been chatting about these products. Can you chat through us, what kind of products do you have? In case somebody's here watching the live and, they don't know if they've never seen them.
I've got them here. Firstly, here's this cute little handbag. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a handbag size that you can put in any. So they all, obviously, the Boity Pink Sapphire comes in various sizes. This is probably the smallest within the shape. So it's really cute. That's what it looks like. And then with the hair care, starting off with the Royal Cleanse, it's a softening shampoo. So all the products have this beautiful, incredible thing called black seed oil. It is like a magic ingredient when it comes to our hair, so the Royal shampoo is obviously for cleansing, and it helps with locking in moisture. So one of the things that's really important for people to know as well when it comes to type 4C hair, type 3 and 4C hair, everything and anything that's got to do with moisture is all it needs. So everything that we created is all about keeping in moisture in the hair. So we've also got the intensive conditioner. This and these, you'll use them once a week, which is great. Also got black seed oil, shea butter, jojoba oil. I try and memorize these things because it's a lot. And then we've got the Supreme Leave-In Conditioner, which is one of my favorites. You just spray it in. It's also brilliant for me because a lot of the times I have in protective hairstyles, so it's nice to have this because you can leave it in. It's not a washout conditioner. You leave it in and you use it every 2 weeks. So another nice thing about the product is that it's not one of those have to use every day and must use for 3 hours. You don't have to sit in the chair for 3 hours and doing hair prep, etc. So I think one of the beautiful things about the products was that they're easy to use and you don't need to put in so much effort in order to get the best out of them. Then we've got the Illustra Scalp spray, which is great for relieving itchiness and dryness of the scalp. It's wonderful. It also, it's very healing and soothing. It's got menthol and peppermint oil, so that helps a lot with soothing the scalp. And then this is also one of my favorites. It's a Sovereign Repair Serum. I use this a lot for my hairline, so it's wonderful. It's basically, it repairs and it helps with regrowth of hair. So for me, a lot of times when we use wigs, etc., your hairline gets a bit tricky. So this one is one of my favorites. I use it. I'm not supposed to really use it every day, but it's so good and I enjoy it so much. I use it every day, but it's one of those products you can use once a week and the job will get done. So it's great for that. And then this is the Empress Hair, what is it? Smoothing Edge Control. The names are so hectic. Empress Smoothing Edge Control Gel. So this is also one of my favorites. I use this here. You can see it's kept my hair kind of looking pretty and intact.
It looks good.
Thank you. And you know, with type 4C hair, a lot of the times with edge controls, you never find the ones that really keep it locked in, you know, because it's
for hours.
Our hair is very, I don't know what the word, but it's sometimes yeah. So the Empress edge control gel for me is great because it really does help with like my kind of hair and keeping the edges in for the whole day, and you don't have to worry about, you know, white residue, etc. You know, like I said, it looks fantastic and it does the job and it keeps it all locked in. And then last but not least, we've got this Boity. It's the hair perfume, which is absolutely one of my favorites as well, because I mean, hair perfume, your hair is smelling fantastic throughout the day, and you can use it in your wigs as well. And it's also got essential oils that help with your hair as well. So, you know, it's not just making your hair smell fantastic, it also leaves it moisturized and, you know, smelling good at the same time. So yeah, that's the basic Boity hair
They all
collection.
sound,
And then there's this, sorry,
so
one more
amazing.
thing. There's that, and that's the basically the packaging when you buy the whole Boity hair care collection.
Boity, can you open that? Because I need to let them know something. Maybe show the box and open it.
Let me show. Well, I took out the products from the box.
Or did you take them out? Okay.
I did, but I mean, that's where they sit in there, and
They look amazing.
It's really pretty. So the products that I just showed you now, that's what's in here, and it's a beautiful box. As you can see, it's really stunning. You can use it pretty much for other things. You can put your jewelry in here, like if you don't want to use the, if you don't want to put the products in there, you can use it to put in jewelry, or you can keep it as, it's just a pretty box. So packaging, really important.
It's stunning, and we're giving that box away. So, you know, if you have to enter before we finish this live, and then our social media manager is going to be telling us who our winner is. So just don't leave the live, but you know, if you go and comment on yesterday's post, tell us why you think you deserve it and what kind of hair type you've got. You can stand a chance to win it. That luxurious
It's worth
box.
it. It is amazing. Literally, it's my favorite thing.
No, it looks, I think that's what I love about it. It looks amazing. So, Honano, you're telling us about recycling, right? Because you're saying, I mean, you can also like, you know, use it for reusing it for something else. But, you know, what about the products? I mean, are they eco-friendly? Because that's one of the key things for so many consumers now.
Yes, sulfate-free, cruelty-free, paraben-free. They are basically family-friendly. You can use it on kids and you can use it on adults. So they're really, it's all about clean beauty, and they're very eco-friendly. And I think also it's one of the values that we stand for in the company, in the business. You know, we have to present something that is authentic, that is safe, and that is good for the environment. So we had that in mind, and it was always top of mind when we created all the products, to make sure that they literally are environmentally friendly. So yeah, sulfate-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, deodorant, all natural.
And big up to you and Hello Heritage for that. I think that's something that's, you know, so important, especially in the times that we're living in. And just, you know, in terms of, you showed us the fragrances, like, can you tell us about the fragrance notes? You know, if I haven't smelt it, what should I be expecting?
Okay, so the fragrance it's obviously one of my favorites. The one thing I love about certain fragrances is being able to use them both during the day and during the night. So we kind of played on like this sweetness and saltiness, so we balanced it out. It's not too sweet, but it's also not too strong. So it's really good for both daytime, which you kind of get the lavender and the jasmine notes, very sweet, very soft. And then for the nighttime, there's also an element of ambroxan and oud. So, and oud is one of my favorite things. I love the smell of oud. So we kind of combine those two. So it creates a very fresh, clean, soft, but also, when you step into a room, your presence is felt, because it's also a very powerful smell. So yeah, it's a kind of a duality between sweetness, softness, but also powerful and strong. But it's a really, it's a beautiful fragrance.
So when you step into the room, you will be smelling like a queen, right?
Like a queen, like money. You will smell like a wealthy woman. Okay, that was for me. That was it. I was like, if I walk into the room and everyone smells me, they must be like, you smell like you own a private jet or something. So that's what I wanted with Boity Pink Sapphire. It's to smell like a queen, basically. Yes.
I guess the benefit is also the fact that, even though you smell like money, but it's not that expensive. I think that's also what's great about it. It's so affordable. And yeah, so I think, and today it's more affordable.
That was important.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something that's also great. And just, today we see in your hair, it looks.
Oh, sorry. No, I was going to say,
fine.
one of our things is creating affordable luxury, or not even affordable luxury, inclusive luxury. We want everything to be luxurious, to be beautiful, but we want everyone to be able to experience it. So when it comes to the pricing, but also in line with how we create the products and how brilliantly they're made, the Halo Heritage team made sure that, you get your money's worth, if not more. So yeah, I just had to slip that in there.
Absolutely. Someone is asking how much. If you go on the Superbalist website after this live, though, you'll get them for 30% off just for today, just because it's Women's Day.
Yes, the right thing.
And we've seen your hair today. It looks amazing. What influences your hairstyles? Because every time we see you, you've got something different.
Bruh, because of my line of work and the fact that I wear so many hats, so many wigs, it's almost like I kind of I have to move according to where I'm at. So it's either from the boardroom to the stage. So my hairstyles go according to, the spaces that I'm in. And like I said, because I wear so many hats, it changes according to the environment and what I'm doing at the time. So yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. I enjoy it a lot.
And you have so much fun with it. And I think, one of the things, whenever you speak to women, they'll always say that they've got, some kind of journey or hair journey that they've had. What's your relationship like now with your hair versus what it was like maybe when you were growing up?
Yo, that's yes. The thing with your hair, it's like, honestly it's a lifetime journey. It's for as long as you have hair, it's a lifetime journey, and there's a lot of ups and downs. Obviously when I was younger, the go-to thing would always be to relax your hair, or either to braid it, but the main thing was to always make sure that it was manageable and soft enough. And the route that was always taken was, to relax it and to use like very harsh, very hectic chemicals on the hair to maintain kind of what society deems to be the right way for, our hair to look. So yeah, it was a rough journey. I went through times where, yes, I relaxed it, times where I dyed it, I cut it, let it grow back. I tried dreadlocks at a point, but that was before I was even Boity. So that was another time and another lifetime ago. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun, but I've also had like a lot of frustrations and a lot of downers when it came to my hair. And now it's a love relationship. It's full of a lot of love, a lot of patience, and it's almost like, just like with your skincare range, that's just what you have to do with your hair. It's a lifetime commitment. You have to take care of it in order for it to give you what you want. If you want your hair to look a certain way and to feel healthy and to look healthy, you have to give it the love that it requires. You can't expect it to just be, and not, if you're not taking care of it, you're not going to get anything out of it. So I think you have to just give it love, patience, and don't expect miracles when it comes to your hair. Like a lot of the time people think, I want my hair to be this length and to look like this, etc. If you know that your hair can't look like that, just love it as is, you know, and enjoy it as is, and protect it as is, and give it the love and the moisture that it deserves. And I think once you get into that kind of relationship with your hair, you start enjoying it more, and you know, you're less worried about what it looks like and more worried about how it feels and how it's well taken care of. So yeah, that's my relationship now with my hair. It's just taking care of it and loving it, and you know, maintaining that love and that health and that care for it.
And I love when you say, you know, love it for what it is, because I think that's so important. And, you know, a lot of women with 3C, 4C hair, you know, always complain about the difficulty of taking care of your hair or maintaining it. How do you think your products actually help to eliminate that or make life easier?
Yeah, I think it's one of the things I mentioned earlier, where I said that, you know, the nice thing about the products is that they're so easy to use, and it's once a week. And then when it comes to obviously the leave-in conditioner, it's every 2 weeks. So they're not products where you have to spend hours and hours on end, which is, I think, one of the things that kind of have given taking care of 4C hair like a kind of a bad rep, because you see a lot of these YouTube videos and you're just thinking, bruh, I'm not going to sit for 3 hours doing this and that and not. So we kind of manufacture the products to make sure that you know, every amount that you use does the job, and it's quick and easy, and it doesn't require a heavy routine. And also, that was one of the important things. I wanted to get away from that narrative that it takes hours and hours and you know, time to take care of type 3 and 4C hair. These are easy to use products, and yeah, they look pretty as well, and they smell fantastic, by the way. All the products smell like the perfume, so that's also a really cool thing.
They smell like money.
Yes, so you're smelling like money from head to toe, basically.
Love it. And you know, you spoke about that in terms of, you know, obviously smelling like money, but you know, the product, you took us through some of the products earlier, but you know, a lot of women love protective hairstyles. You know, how do you take care of your hair, like, you know, when you've got your wigs, when you've got your protective hairstyles as well?
So things like the leave-in conditioner works so brilliantly for protective hairstyles, because it's, especially with you know, with cornrows, etc., it's much easier to take care of the hair in that form. You know, you don't have to kind of comb out, etc. So with protective hairstyles, it's, you put in the leave-in conditioner, it gets sucked in, and you know, and the work gets done easier because you stop kind of fidgeting with the hair. You know, so you let it be, and you let it kind of take in all the nutrition of the products. And again, the easy to use products, they work even better with protective hairstyles, like the scalp spray. Your scalp is already open, so you just spray it in. And the serum, it's also great because it's for the hairline, and it works, and it's brilliant, and it's easy to use. So yeah, I think for me anyway, it works even easier when I've got protective hairstyles in, because then you just leave the hair to be, and you start fidgeting with it, and you just let it be, you know. So yeah.
Sounds great. And you know, so we've chatted about hair, about fragrances, and just all the amazing products that you've got, but obviously there are a whole lot of other things that you do. So what can we expect from Boity in the future? You know.
Yeah, I'm working on a few things. Like obviously there's BT signature, and that's really exciting. That's a new baby of mine, and that's also still growing. Yeah, but I'm trying to also move into more, well, return back into the fitness space, but I'm taking a different route with it. So I'm really excited for that, but that's like long term, not really in the near future, but it's something I'm working on. But otherwise, yeah, I've kind of got a lot on my plate, you know, with the perfume, the hair care range, BT signature. It sounds like a little, but it's a lot. So I'm kind of enjoying that journey before I kind of add more things in. But the more I do, it's weird. The more I do, the more I want to do. So I think I'll always just be busy with more, and I'm enjoying the space of being an entrepreneur, and the space of creating, and the space of, you know, seeing your imagination and your creativity come to life. So that's really exciting, and I think I'll just be moving more and more into that direction.
And how do you balance everything? because now you're wearing so many different hats. How do you ensure that you show up every single time and you're your best at all times?
I think the most crucial thing, and I've learned, it took me a while to learn that, because for so long I used to be such a one-man show kind of person. You know, I was always used to doing things on my own, and that can get you really frustrated, almost like you kind of become uninspired and unmotivated because you feel like you've got just too much. So for me, I've learned the importance of having a team. You know, for BT Signature, I've got, you know, BTMK Beverages, they're a team. And then with Halo Heritage, they are so phenomenal with regards to assisting me in everything that's got to do with the hair care and the perfume, etc. So, and I've got my PA. So, and it's so crucial to have a team around you, to have people who are going to help, especially people who are experts in spaces that you're not. You don't have to try and figure everything out. You know, just have people that will handle the things that you know you can't. It's made my life so much easier, and it's made everything so much more bearable, I think, which is why I can handle as much as I do, especially with music and being on stage and then coming back and then doing this and that. I just have teams that just assist with the load, and it makes a world of a difference.
Owen, better drop an album, please, Owen.
Listen to 4436. It's coming. There's more music coming. I know, there's more music coming. Don't worry.
No, but I think that's such an important lesson. And I think sometimes we tend to think that, you know, if I want it done right, I have to do it myself. And, you know, sometimes by allowing people, you know, to help you out, it actually makes life better and allows you to also empower others around. Yeah, which is such a, you know, an important thing in your day to day. And, you know, we chatted about you, the things that you want for yourself. What would you like to see for South African women?
Can you hear me? Sorry, I thought there was a...
Yes,
can you still hear me? Okay. What I want for
yes, I can.
South African women. Okay. I want them empowered. I want them motivated. I want them to do what they want to do, whatever it is. You know, I want them to be less restricted by society and societal roles and patriarchy and misogyny. You know, I want them to just be. And I don't want them to be in border. You don't have to be strong and rough and what. No, you don't have to bear the most of the world for you to be an empowered woman. No, I want women to live a soft life. I want them to enjoy being treated beautifully and to enjoy being loved. I want the best for the women of South Africa, and I want them to want the best for themselves, and I want them to chase it relentlessly. Yeah, I think that would make me so happy if that were to be the mandate for every single South African woman to live their best lives and to chase the best life relentlessly.
Such great words, and I agree. I think everyone agrees. Can you see? They clapping.
Yeah, I can see. I'm like, I don't have my glasses on, but I'm like.
No, I'll read for you. I'll interpret for you. But I think everybody agrees. I think for the longest time it was that you must be Boity, you must be strong, you must take it all in. And it's absolutely time that, you know, that stops. You know,
no, that's
strong.
changed.
It's not. It has to. We just need to, like you say, like get a pink sapphire, walk in and smell like money. That's the kind of empowerment that we need in our lives.
Exactly.
Exactly. So earlier on, I spoke about the fact that we are, you know, giving away an amazing, you know, box.
Yes.
So I think our social media manager is going to tell me who the winner is.
Okay, that's so
exciting.
Kelly.
Kelly, who is our winner? I hope there isn't a delay. So somebody says, thank you for those kind words, Boity.
Oh, I see that. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Girl power. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Do they have the winner yet?
Okay,
Can I show them one more time? You know, win this beautiful.
One more time, what the winner is getting.
Hair box.
Even if you don't win, just remember. Congratulations to, it is Meals with Muddy. That's the winner.
Meals with Muddy.
Yes.
At Meals with Maddie. I
Um,
hope she's online.
I also hope she's online, but it's fine.
Congratulations.
We'll do to the amazing box. I hope she's gonna enjoy it. I'm sure she will.
She will.
Um,
She's gonna be obsessed. Trust me.
and some more comments. You know, people say you are a phenomenal woman. You are beautiful,
Thank
and
you.
yeah, and that's why we've got you here on this Women's Day. Boity, thank you so much. You know, for the chat. We're looking forward to seeing more of what you're gonna do. Whether it's, you know, with Boity, whether it's hair care, fragrances, or in other creative spaces. And yeah, you inspire so many young women. So continue to go out there and do your absolute best.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This was wonderful. I loved every single bit of it, and you're also fantastic. Every woman out there, I just want them to always remember how brilliant they are. Literally, you're the backbone of society. You are phenomenal. You're brilliant, and I think women should share more of that amongst each other. You know, just be constant reminders to each other of how brilliant we are, until all of us believe it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. It means the world to me, and yeah, power to women. More and more of that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Remember, guys, even if you didn't win, we've got 30% off just for today, just for Women's Day. All the Boity products, you can get them for 30% off on Superbalist. So, you know, you can go over now and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
guys.